Oh, hello, everybody. I hope everybody is well. I decided to go live. It's been a while. I've moved and unfortunately been under the weather a little bit. But anyway, I see I'm live testing on my phone to make sure everything came through okay. Today, I wanted to share with you a couple of things that have changed in Kajabi. You may or may not be aware of them, but I wanted to share a couple that can impact your sales process and maybe even help increase it. We don't want to decrease it. Let's kind of get started. Let me know if you are watching live or something. Give me a thumbs up, say hello. And while I go through some of the, excuse me, recent changes that Kajabi has done. So, if you're unaware, Kajabi has made it its mission again to try to have some quarterly mods to the system for improving, right? So, one of the things that I think Kajabi has struggled with, in my opinion, has been their checkout process. It's no secret if you look through any of the videos, I have been using ThriveCart with my Kajabi sales because I like it better. I should say I like it differently because I have some more flexibility than I do with Kajabi. But some of Kajabi's changes are getting them closer and closer to what you can do with other checkout cards like SamCart and ThriveCart, if you've heard of those options. So, without further ado, let's just jump on into some of the mods that have come out and some work by other fellow Kajabians that can help your checkout process and improve it. So I am going to share my screen over here. There we go. So this is my test system with Kajabi. Now we're in the settings, and one of the changes that they have done over here in checkout settings is the ability to customize the text when you check out on your checkout page. Now, this is a big deal. So, if you remember, the default is something about receive email marketing or sign up for email marketing or marketing news or something like that. Something that nobody in their right mind would actually check when they're checking out. And so the problem came with you couldn't modify that text, and what it also meant is you could not send them email marketing news. That not even let's not even talk about new emails like you're trying to talk about a new service or even follow up. You couldn't even send them a welcome email. Let's say you had a bonus and you were sending something via email, they would not receive it. So if on checkout process they didn't sign up, you could legally not communicate with them. So finally, Kajabi has enabled this checkbox so that you can write some custom text and hopefully convince the person to sign up for newsletters. Now, I still have my stuff set up in automatic and it's going through Kajabi, but what I did and what I had been teaching my one-on-one clients was to have a custom message similar to this in the it's in the thing. I'll show you real quick. So if I click this and say, yeah, I know the risk, I'm not going to use this, and let's say I'm automated, and we're going to jump on over to an offer that's down here. Let's pick this one, and I'm jumping ahead because you're going to see some stuff and be like, wait, how did she do that? So if we look at the edit checkout, one of the things was this service agreement. So instead of it being not required, I would have the agreement text, and in here it would say something to the effect of, hey, you're agreeing to receive emails buy from Terrymlee, blah, blah, blah. You can always unsubscribe, but it's about your products as well as upcoming things. And so they would check that box, keep on moving, and everything would be good. Now, it was kind of a band-aid solution because depending on where you are in the world, or if your customers are in Europe and you're trying to define all those rules so that they can still get emails, having that checkbox be optional with the generic text by Kajabi was really kind of a pain in the behind. Let's just be honest. So now that they are allowing you to customize it and make it more inviting to write what you want, you're more compliant with some customization. So essentially, I'm doing the same thing. It's now that Kajabi gives you the ability to write that your own text for people to sign up, and you're going to see it again in the moment. And so I really want your takeaway, besides, yes, that you can customize it, especially if you're new to Kajabi and you're not really sure about this setting. Definitely check with any legal people you need to be compliant. But more importantly, understand that at checkout, if people do not opt in, you cannot communicate with them, and not using Kajabi's email automated marketing system. And that's true really of any marketing program. I don't care whether it's ActiveCampaign, which is primarily what I use, or whether it's MailChimp or what have you. You have to have people explicitly know that they are opting into your email list, so that you stay out of any kind of email marketing jail and don't get into any trouble, and that you will be able to send the emails properly. Now, according to Kajabi, there's another change that they've made, and I don't really know how to test it, honestly, is that for European customers, when they check out, supposedly they get a separate email. Like, I guess the Kajabi system knows, based on IP address, that they are in Europe. They are prompted to complete the purchase process even if they don't opt in. So like that process is separate for them. But for US based customers, you're going to need to have that in there. And so I'm just wanting you to be aware. So that's just a little customization that Kajabi has finally done. They still don't allow a lot of customization on the actual checkout page, but that's where your fellow Kajabi people will come into play. And I'm checking checking the page just to see if anybody is typing any questions, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So anyway, let me continue on. So the other piece of that, if you are in the Kajabi Facebook group, you may have heard of Jason Go and or Penny in Your Pocket. Jason creates some scripts and codes that you can use, and he came up with a method of being able to embed your checkout page or your checkout cart onto a sales page. That's what we're going to look at second. The first part of what I want to show you is what Penny in Your Pocket, and I think she's out of Australia, allows you to do with some customization of the checkout cart. So this is, let me bring this over a little bit more, and I kind of got it doubled some stuff in here. She has more customizations than I have on the page, but I wanted to be able to show you what I've done via her coding. So I'm not obviously going to give away her code, but just demonstrate what you can do to spruce up your checkout page. So the image was always here, but she adds in this being able to highlight, different sections of your checkout page, as well as have like this little bars around it, lines around each section, just so it kind of stands out more. The testimonies and those kind of things are still standard and included, but this part dresses it up a little bit more, and I could change the fonts and make it different colors or bold it or whatever, but you get the idea of what you can and can't do. But adding in like different, this is an image I created in Canva. I wholeheartedly will say I am not really an artistic person, but I was able to hobble something together to put at the top. I think using penny stuff, you could change the font a little bit. But the things that I like, so like we're going to come back to this, is that you can create this bar around your or your dotted lines, and this can change colors for your order bumps so that they stand out, because before the order bumps were just this little line down here and they don't really stand out on the page. Now I didn't put much in here, but I could add much more in here. Let me save this so this kind of gets out of the way so you can see it a little bit more clearly, but it just makes it stand out on the page more so that people don't overlook that you actually have an order bump. And she also shows you how to put in other images down at the bottom. Now, this could be something that has nothing to do, quote unquote, with the sales. I could have like some other image down here if I want. But she shows you how to put all that together. And I really like that you can customize and dress up your checkout cart a little bit more. The banner stuff is still kind of the same. So what can you do with this? And this was just, I was goofing around and testing this out just yesterday. I was like, so what happens if I take what Penny did with customizing the checkout card and then what Jason did with putting it on the sales page? Now, just so you know, and I've included this link in the description, this is all in Kajabi's Help Center. They show you how to embed the stuff. It's free. Penny stuff is not. You would need to sign up for, I don't believe it's free, that you could sign up. And I've included links. Yes, they are affiliate links if you want to get some of her products. But Jason's things about embedding on a sales page is free. So this piece over here would be like your regular sales copy, and then this is the embed. And if you don't use PayPal, because I don't really use PayPal, it does work with Stripe. So let me show you. This is the page. Now, it's not customized or anything like that, but I wanted to show you that I've taken this page, this sales page. I just kind of hid the other sections. And I put some sales copy. This would be like the, what do you call it? I can't even think right now. The card, right? You know how you can have like the price cards and the different information. You can do that here, and it will be beside it. And you can have your regular sales copy above it. Now, if you're worried about this is too big, again, this is just like any other sales page. So if I were to go here, let me edit it real quick, just so you see. Over here, if this is, I started with the 3 columns, I can change this custom code and I could make it smaller. Oops, that might be a little too small. Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah, I could make it smaller. I can't remember if there's a minimum that it has to be. Like, see, this kind of is going down the page, but you get the idea that you can play with the dimensions and size and create this sales page for how you want. So the reason why I really like this, and it gives the user or the site visitor a better experience, is that you could have a one-page sales page, which is very popular. So you wouldn't have to have, like, say, a Sam cart or even Thrive cart, which I do like, but you wouldn't have to have those and the expense of those carts to get sort of the same effect. You could use your page or your regular cart that's in Kajabi and just embed it on your sales page and have that one-page sales experience. And that's perfect for like lower ticket offers. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it can still be used for higher ticket offers, but since you're having all this whole sales page anyway, just make it easy for people to check out. And so I love the ability to customize it, make it look a little bit more jazzy, use maybe your same system fonts or whatever you're doing for your site and your colors, and embed it. So those are the latest changes that I think are really noteworthy, and there are many more, and probably will be discussing those in the upcoming weeks. But I definitely wanted to show you that you can help increase your sales experience for your customers by using some tweaks that are available, some free and some paid. So check out the links in the description. Let me double check to see if there's any comments right now, and I think that's it for right now. Otherwise, hope everything is going well in your Kajabi world, and I will talk later.